welcome back to the Big Four podcast featuring Mike, myself, Chris, Luke, and Alex. It's a big weekend for the Big Ten and the NCAA tournament, and we'll get started with the Michigan Wolverines. Jordan Poole makes a miraculous shot at the buzzer to defeat Houston in a game where Michigan did not play well at all. Mike, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I was going to come on here and say a soliloquy about how Houston choked, but I don't think I'm in a position to talk about choking right now. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Alex?
That was spectacular. There's nothing else to say. That was awesome. They should have lost that game, but who cares?
For sure. Luke? Yeah, I don't really care. Okay, yeah. We should have lost this game. We played like crap. We choked this game down the stretch. I thought at the half we would come out and have some more energy in the second half. That didn't happen. But Jordan Poole bailed us out in the end. He bailed out especially Rockman, who played horribly in this game and choked down the stretch. So that was great to see. And good thing we're moving on. We're going to play a tough team next round, though. All right, so probably the game of the day. We move on, and Michigan State upset by Syracuse in the second round of the NCAA tournament. It's the third straight year where MSU failed to make the second weekend. Mike, being the Michigan State fan,
No. You guys go first. You guys go first. Nope, you go first.
Remember last time he said this, he went on his epic rant. So.
All right, Alex, what do you think?
I think if they could make an open shot, they would have won by 20. I think Syracuse got really lucky that Michigan State did not shoot the ball well at all.
That's true.
I think the zone gave them fits. They just couldn't seem to get through it.
All right, Luke.
Yeah?
What did you think about the FSU game today?
The FSU game?
Michigan State.
Oh, the Michigan. I just want to say I picked Syracuse to win.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah, I did. They got me 44 points this weekend. Or 33, some shit like that.
Alex,
Good work, Luke.
I agree with you about the open shots, but Syracuse couldn't grab a rebound to save their lives, so I thought it evened out. I'm not surprised at all.
They were out rebounding like 51 to 20 or something like that.
Yeah, that's insane. I thought it evened out, and I wasn't really surprised at this at all because Syracuse does this every single time. They shouldn't make the tournament. They somehow find a way to go deep in and aggravate everybody.
That's true.
All right, Mike, what do you have to say?
Well, I have no idea what just happened. I look at the stats. Offensive rebounds, I thought that was going to be a big key to the game, and it was. And Michigan State did take 20 more shots than Syracuse in this game. But they missed their last 14 shots, so they lost. And one of four possibilities for the reason why they lost the game and missed that many shots. Number one, they got food poisoning. As you know, the Northwestern AD ran this thing in Detroit. Maybe Northwestern has something to do with this. They don't want Michigan State going far. Number two, Jim Boeheim paid off Tom Izzo. That's
actually very possible.
You know, he already has half his wins vacated anyway. So that probably could have happened. And number three, the MSU players were paid to lose the game. Because they were clearly trying to lose the game out there. I mean, let's not be stupid. I mean, seriously. Langford 1 for 12 from the field. Langford tried to miss. He tried to go 0 for 13. He accidentally made one early. Bridges, go to the NBA. Mutually part ways with Michigan State. You know, you've done some good things. You know,
Bridges got paid $40 to lose to that. He accepted it because he was cheaper.
Yeah, well, that's another story. But Jaren Jackson, I don't know what happened to him the last month of the season, but this is not Tom Izzo's fault. I'm just going to say that right now, unless he was paid off to lose the game, because he got his guys open shots and they missed them all. And trust me, I was mad. I'm not mad anymore. I'm disappointed because I put emotion into this team that I shouldn't have. I should have saw it from a mile away that this team didn't have it. But yeah, whatever. Maybe they'll make it to the Sweet 16 next year with a worse team. Because Izzo does better with worse teams. So I think they'll go to the Final Four next year. But this year, we all know Izzo can't coach one and dones. He's terrible at that, and it showed again.
He got brutally outcoached today by Jim Boeheim.
That's just not true. I don't want to.
Yes, it is.
How
John Thielen
he was picked
him all year, and Jim Boeheim schooled him today. It just goes to show Tom Izzo is a very overrated coach.
I'm sorry, but they got 20 offensive rebounds and couldn't make a putback if you paid them. And then they were picking apart that zone, getting wide open shots. They just couldn't make them. Yeah, I hope so, because that's the only excuse they have.
They were having fits of the zone. They could not handle the zone.
No, one.
I mean, they did. How many open shots did they miss today?
They did miss a lot of open shots, but the zone was giving them trouble.
No, Michigan State was 0 for 31 on wide open shots. That is a true stat.
Yeah, I don't believe that's true.
No, it is a true stat. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Boeheim, he finds a way in the tournament to cheat his way, like he did a couple years ago. He'll find a way to beat Duke next game. It'll be like
they're not going to beat Duke.
Someone will dive after Bagley's knees or something, get him injured. But anyway, I'm done with this. I'm done with this team. I'm on to football now.
Okay. Well, let's move on then. It's really a great weekend for Michigan fans. A win, a loss by Michigan State, and a loss by Ohio State. Outlasted by Gonzaga. And
who you said would choke the whole time.
Yes, I did.
You jinxed us. You screwed us. That's your fault.
I was wrong by Gonzaga. I was wrong.
Whenever Chris says someone's going to win, they lose.
I did.
Wherever they said they're going to lose, they win.
I did call Virginia's choke, but I did not call Gonzaga's.
You didn't call Virginia's choke.
I told you they would not make it to the second weekend.
You didn't say they would lose to UMBC.
Okay, that's fair. Well, nobody did. Okay, let's face it. Ohio State was the one that choked this game down the stretch, despite Kata Basie scoring 28.
They didn't choke.
They did. They choked.
5 to 15 points. If anything, Gonzaga choked.
No. Ohio State choked down the stretch of the game. Luke, what were your initial thoughts after the game?
I was proud of the team with the way they fought back. I was also a little upset that we didn't win, but at the end of the day, we were picked preseason. We were picked preseason to go 11, come 11th in the Big Ten, and we didn't do that, and we outperformed expectations. And I'm very proud of this team.
Okay, that's fair. They did have the best player on the court, though. I didn't really think there was an excuse to lose that game down the stretch.
No, I disagree with that.
They had the best player on the court.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Who is?
Well, Gonzaga had the best player in the court.
Who's that?
Killian Tilly.
Oh, my God.
No. We had the best player on the court. We had the best player on the court. It was Andrew Dockich.
Listen, I love Dockich. Dockich is no Killian Tilly. And he is no Zach Norvell either. Zach Norvell was the second best player.
He's clutch.
He was the best player. There was no excuse for Ohio State to lose this game.
Gonzaga's a better team.
We were the lower seed. They're not a better team. Ohio State is more talented, and Gonzaga was better coached. I don't like Mark Few's not a great coach, but he's
Oh my! Don't even, Chris. What? Chris, can you just tell me we're going to lose to the national championship next year so we win? Yeah, Chris is never right.
I called Virginia's choke.
And you said Gonzaga would choke.
Yes, I did. I was wrong about that. But that sets up Xavier and Gonzaga, two notorious teams for choking in the tournament.
What are you talking about? Xavier made it to the Elite Eight as like a 11 seed last year. What are you talking about?
Had a good last year. Every year they choke in the tournament, though.
They made it to the Elite Eight as an 11 seed. They were a play-in team.
And Gonzaga made it to the championship that same year.
Gonzaga, yeah, and they choked that game.
And Gonzaga beat Xavier in the Elite Eight.
Yep, they did.
Chris, Gonzaga could win the national championship, and you would say they choked some regular season.
No, they will not win the national championship. I will bet you money on that. It's not going to happen.
Well,
you probably think like UNC Greensboro to beat them in the first round.
Oh no, I actually picked them to lose to Ohio State, but that didn't happen.
listen, I've been on the Gonzaga bandwagon. Me and Alex have been on the Gonzaga bandwagon. They have a top 5 coach in the country.
Oh, come on.
Definitely the best coach out west. There's nobody even close.
You've got kidding me.
He wins with no recruits. He has to go to Poland to get his recruits. I mean, would any other coach go to Poland to get that Karnowski guy? No way. You think Coach K's going over there? No way.
Top 5 coach in the NCAA.
Yes, he is. That's like winning at Maine. Oh, that's like going to the Final Four at Maine. Seriously. That's exactly what it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Gonzaga was nothing.
Choke in the tournament every year.
What are you? Oh, it's hard to choke when when your recruits aren't as good as some other teams.
Yeah, well,
how is he not a top 5 coach?
he's not a top 5. I'll name you 5 coaches right off the top of my head that are better than him.
Go ahead.
Okay, Coach K. This
Yep.
is enough order. Coach K, Jay Wright, Roy Williams, John Beeline.
No.
I'll say Pinto's better than him.
How is John Beeline better than Mark Few?
Jim Boeheim's a better coach.
Oh my God! Look, before I say anything about Jim Boeheim, I'd like to apologize to Jim Boeheim. No, I'd like to apologize to Jim Boeheim. All I've done was talk crap about him all week. And although he's probably the laziest coach out there playing that cheater 2-3 zone. I mean, that's how you cheat to win right there. And his offense has no offense at all. It's all ISO, but he finds ways to win tournament games. I'll give him that. But he's no Mark Few. Mark Few was a genius. Do you see the plays he was drawing up yesterday? They were genius.
His guys did some big contested shots. Without Norvell, they wouldn't have even been in that game against Ohio State.
I think Mark Few is a top 3 X's and O's coach out there.
With the plays that he gets in the size of that school, I don't see anybody else who wins as much as he does. With the pieces that he has.
But I know what you guys are saying. You guys are missing the point. When he gets in the game, and when he carries out a big lead late in the game, he always finds a way to lose.
What are you talking about? Name one instance.
Last year in the tournament. In the championship.
In the national championship. Are you kidding me?
I don't care. They lost.
Yeah, because their best player got in foul trouble. That's not choking. You can't choke by getting in foul trouble.
They choke.
No, they.
Oh. Lose to Xavier. They will lose to Xavier.
All right, guys, we have this on record. So when Gonzaga wins, we can all humiliate you next week.
Okay, great. Mike, I did want to ask you one thing. Mike did tell us before the Michigan State-Syracuse game that Michigan State would win by 20-plus points.
Yeah, they would have.
Make sure I remind everybody of that.
Let me just remind you that if Michigan State shot 35% or better, they would have won by 20 points. I'll just say that right now.
weekend. Stuff that I did not put on here. Nevada just beat Loyola.
Yeah, you guys kept doubting them. Mike, don't you have them in your Elite Eight?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right, good. I do too. I had Loyola Chicago playing Nevada in the Sweet 16, and look what happened.
I don't even understand how that happened.
You probably had them losing to Texas, didn't you?
I did have losing to Texas, actually.
I figured you would.
Because I hate all other. I don't like other Power 5 schools when they play against Power 5 teams.
Oh, well, you're wrong again.
Okay, so anyways, the South region is an absolute joke. It's probably going to be Kansas State will play. Who are they going to play?
Kentucky.
Don't doubt UNBC.
Loyola Chicago.
That's disrespectful.
Loyola Chicago and Nevada. The South region is a joke. Walk to the Final Four. And we'll start with the most shocking upset in NCAA tournament history. Number 1 overall seed Virginia is embarrassed by UMBC by 20 points. What were your reactions initially?
That was stupid.
Well, you did.
I had them going all the way.
Yeah.
This shit proves how Vermont should have been in the tournament. Vermont.
I agree. I think Vermont was snubbed. I think Middle Tennessee was snubbed. I think St. Mary's was snubbed. And I think you got to put the good mid-major schools ahead of the mediocre Power 5 schools. Because
right there, when Syracuse, who should not have been in the tournament, just beat Michigan State. And St. Mary's had one good win all year. All the other wins were quadrant 3, quadrant 4.
Syracuse didn't have a good win all year either. So I don't know what you're talking about.
They did beat Clemson.
Okay, that was their only good win, and at Miami. And Miami choked, so Miami's not a very good team.
Miami was a pretty good team.
Yeah, that's why they lost to Loyola. Okay. And they should have won the game.
Okay, so Michigan State lost to Syracuse. Michigan State must be a bad team.
Yeah, they are right now. They're terrible.
Yeah, great.
Listen,
All right,
what this proves is the America East is one of the better conferences out there because UMBC. No. UMBC was slaughtered by Vermont by 28 earlier in the season, and they lost to like St. Joseph's by 40 or something. So the fact that UMBC lost to those guys by a lot and beat Virginia by 20 shows that the America East should have had at least 3 or 4 teams in.
Okay, we're moving on. That is one of the most absurd opinions I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, why is it then?
All right, so we are going to another game that destroyed brackets out there. Buffalo destroyed Arizona. Did anybody here have Arizona going to the Final Four?
Yes.
No, I picked Buffalo to win that game.
Yes, right, you did. Who had Arizona going to the Final Four?
Me.
Oh, man, that must suck.
Yeah, my bracket's not very good right now, but listen, no, Arizona, very similar to the UMBC game. Buffalo just got hot from the field, and they play a style that that Arizona struggles with, and all this proves is the Pac-12 is worse than the America East. That's what that proves.
Vermont would beat UCLA. Vermont would beat UCLA.
Oh my goodness! No, that you're kidding, right?
Oh, I'm not.
No.
UCLA would slaughter Vermont.
Well, let's take the bottom 2 teams from each conference. Maine would beat Oregon State handily.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, I'm serious. I think Maine's a sleeper team.
Mike, UMaine was bad.
Yeah, they were horrible. They won like 5 games all year.
Oh, come on. They only lost to Georgetown by 20. You got to give them that.
All right. Well, we'll move on to a still in the tournament, unlike Ohio State and Michigan State. What are the predictions out of you guys for Purdue and Michigan?
I got Purdue in the Final Four. And they will lose in the Final Four. We are back. We had some technical difficulties, but today how far will Purdue go in the tournament? You guys want to start?
I think Purdue will beat Texas Tech and get whacked by Villanova because they'll just get beat underneath.
Does Jay Wright choke too?
No, Jay Wright is not a choker. Jay Wright has a national title.
Are you serious?
I feel like Mike has something to say to that.
Oh, once you magically win a national championship on a buzzer beater, now you're not a choker anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes no sense. But if you're Mark Few and we're a couple BS fouls away from a national championship and you don't win, you're still a choker.
Who are you talking about?
Mark Few.
Oh, Mark Few. Oh my goodness, he's a choker.
Mark Few is a top 3 coach. I'm narrowing it down to top 3 now.
Just absurd.
Nope. Well, listen, he finds ways to win it in the tournament every year. This is 4 straight Sweet 16s now. Not a lot of coaches have done that. Coach K hasn't done that. Jay Wright hasn't done that. 4 straight Sweet 16s. That's right.
Mike, how far do you think Purdue's going to go?
I believe. Yeah, Purdue is going to the Final Four. I believe. I think the loss of Isaac Haas is a blessing in disguise because I think Harms is a better player. Gives them better defense inside, and now they can play on the outside a bit better without being stuck with putting it into Haas every other possession. I like Purdue going to the Final Four.
Alec?
I got them losing to Texas Tech.
No, that's absurd.
Yeah.
How is that absurd?
Because Purdue is clearly the better team.
I think that's Corey, arguably.
Listen.
Texas Tech will beat them by 30.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Evans will shoot 27 points and have 8 assists.
I will give Texas Tech this. They did beat one of the best teams in the tournament last game because Kolachov decided to take a crap on the court. But listen, they can't have 2 great games in a row. They're losing to Purdue.
Yes, they will. All right, what about Michigan? What do you guys think? How far will they go?
Michigan will lose to Texas A&M. This will be a horrible showing for the Big Ten.
I think it's a bad matchup, but we'll see.
I got them beating Texas A&M. The only problem is the board. They can't control the glass. It could be a problem.
Yeah. Texas A&M's getting hot at the right time. I like Texas A&M to beat Michigan next game.
Well, I do think they're going to get past Texas A&M, and I think Texas A&M is going to be a harder game than either Gonzaga or Xavier if they do beat Texas A&M.
Oh, and Xavier's losing to Florida State right now, so.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, apparently Xavier chokes every year, too.
They do. But it's just a better matchup. But we got to get past Texas A&M first. It's going to be a tough game.
Elite 8 as an 11 seed. What are you talking about?
Yep, they choke.
They're an 11 seed.
Chris, in your mind, if you don't win a national championship, you choke.
No, that's not true at all.
11 seed.
They overachieved last year.
If UNBC loses to Kansas State today, you will say they choked because they had a 2-0 lead.
I will not.
They were up 15-10, and they lost. They choked.
No,
The 16th seed choked.
That is true.
No, it's not.
Nope. UMBC had a 15-10 lead early in the game. Now Kansas State leads. I mean, come on, that's a choke.
Yeah, well, I would not say that. I'm not going to. All right.
Holy shit. Just 2 health bucks. Do you have any Band-Aids?
Luke, let's stop playing Fortnite. And let's move on.
Okay.
Alex, we'll start with you. Who is going to make the Final Four?
Of who's left right now, I got, if Michigan can beat A&M, I don't see why they won't make it. I got Villanova on the other side. I've got Duke coming out of that Michigan State side. In the South, I would probably say Kentucky.
Luke?
I really don't think Kentucky's going to lose to Nevada in the next round.
No, definitely not. Luke, who's going to make the Final Four?
Oh, let's see here. Kentucky. The South is definitely Kentucky. Villanova's got the East. Duke in the Midwest. And, oh my God, who's in the West? I don't even know. Gonzaga.
Okay. Mike?
Well, it's the year of the upset, right? Give me K-State.
No, Loyola Chicago.
No.
Loyola Chicago.
No, give me Kansas State. Even though Kansas State's in a tough one right now against UMBC, I think they'll win that. They'll beat Kentucky. Then they'll beat Nevada in the Elite Eight. I got Kansas State. On the other side, I got Purdue. I got Kansas. And I have Gonzaga. And it'll be a Kansas State-Kansas national championship. And Kansas State will win.
I swear to God, you just named 18.
Listen.
Okay.
No. The Kansas State coach went to the national championship with Illinois in 2006. He's a really good coach. He took Illinois to the national championship.
Well, there's no way Kansas State is going to beat Kentucky. All my original Final Four picks are still alive. I had Kentucky, Michigan, Villanova, and Kansas, and I'm going to stick with that.
Oh, shit, you had those four.
I did look at my bracket. Look at my bracket right now.
John-
Does anybody have...
John Calipari is a choker.
No, he's not.
Yes,
He's
he
not a
is.
choker. No, he's not.
Nope, he's a choker.
No, he's not.
He choked last year.
Well, you can choke some years. It doesn't make you an all-out choker. If you don't think it was not a choker.
So few never choked, but he is a choker somehow.
You choke all the time.
He never chokes, ever.
Always choke.
What are you on, Chris?
He does. You just look at his past games. He always chokes. He lost to a 10-seed Syracuse. He lost in the national championship last year, a game he should have won. He always chokes.
Okay, then Coach K's a choker. He lost to 15-seed Lehigh, lost to Mercer a couple years ago. He lost in the second round last year. He's terrible. He's a choker.
Coach K has national championship. Mark Few does not have a national title.
Yeah, he should have had one. He got robbed.
Back to Luke's point. If you don't win the national title, then you're a choker.
No.
Well, that's what you just said.
No. I was comparing Coach K and Mark Few.
You see, in Chris's eyes, Kevin Ollie is a great coach because he won a national championship. Kevin Ollie's not a choker, even though he can't get into the tournament anymore, and he just got fired, but he's a great coach.
Kevin Ollie's a great coach.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Any last words before we leave?
Yeah, I would just like to say that Kansas State, if they get Dean Wade back for the Final Four, watch out.
Yeah, Dean Wade is nasty.
Dean Wade is the most underrated player. Bill Self said that they can't stop Dean Wade. He said it himself.
They're not going to the Final Four, so you don't have to worry
Listen,
about that.
it's Kansas State's year. Kansas State, no other team plays a 16 seed in the second round. It's their year.
We'll see. They do have a favorable bracket, but they have to get by Kentucky.
They have a great coach who took Illinois to the national championship. Illinois. That's like taking Oregon State to the national championship in football.
True. That's never happening.
So they have a great coach, great players. Watch out for Kansas State.
We'll see. Anybody else?
Oh, God.
All right, I do have one thing to say.
What's that? The pass is going to come from Rivers. Rifles it right in front of us. I'll be right line.
That'll do it. We will see you next time. Thank you.